All right. So I just seen Halloween Kills for the second time. Because to be honest with you guys, to be honest, I actually fell asleep during parts of the movie when I first seen it. So I was like, man, I got to see it again. I was really excited about Halloween Kills. So I got to go back and I got to see it. And I'm just showing support because I like slasher movies. I like horror movies. Y'all know how we get down here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we get down. Um, so I actually, I stayed up for the whole movie. Um, the way that they're setting it up, I feel like, and honestly, I actually didn't need to see it a second time to make this assessment, but I don't think I covered it in the first video. But the way that they're setting it up, they're making it seem as if, seemingly, Michael Myers is not. They're making it seem like he's more than a man, like he's like a literal monster. You know what I'm saying? So and I think I think I talked about it in the first video where I said they had bits and pieces where they were kind of they were trying to touch on mental illness, and I get that, and they were talking about Michael Myers' reflection. You know what I'm saying? He's seen a beast. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole bunch of um, like talks of self-reflection. So I think they're setting up to where when he looked in the mirror, when he looked in the window, he's seen a monster. You know what I'm saying? But it was good. You know what I'm saying? It was good. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was better than the first one, but I did like how they let Michael Myers do his thing. That's always great. It's always great when they let the monster do what he does. You know what I'm saying, in the movies. Um, I was looking at the trailers that they had because I like to see trailers before the movie starts, and they got a Scream coming out. Um, believe it or not, I'm actually excited about that. I didn't catch up on any of the shows. I know they had some shows on MTV 3 or 4 or 5, whatever they call it MTV now. Um, and I don't even think that's even a show anymore. But they had a little show run where they were talking about where they had Scream, and I don't know if it followed. I don't know if the storyline you're supposed to watch the show to figure out what's happening in this movie. But I know they still got some of the same. They got some of the same cast of characters. Um, they got Jamie Prescott. I think that's her name. Um, they got Officer, whatever, Doofy. I don't know what his name is. And then they got the other good lady. She was from Friends. I don't know, but I'm gonna check that out though. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know their names. I don't keep up with actors anymore. Actors and actresses anymore. It's too much going on there. But I am excited about that movie. I'm gonna have to check that out too. I was just excited they came out with a horror. They released a horror movie during Halloween. The month of October. Let me just say the month of October because usually, I think I said it before, but when I used to, really watch movies come out during October, I always noticed that there were always like Valentine's. They're always Valentine's movies. I'm like, well, what's that about? What's all these rom coms coming out during October? Like, we want to see some monsters, man. We want to see some monsters. Uh, and then there was some good trailers. They had a whole promotional rollout of all these scary movies. There was one where it looked like it was a child abductor, and then he snatched the kid up, and the kid was trying to get away while the kid was locked in his basement or something, some situation. It was dark and dank in the scene, and the phone rings. Like there's a random phone on the wall, and he picks up the phone, and it's a kid trying to show him how to get out, or teach him how to get out, and then like it pans to the dead kid that's right in front of the kid, and then it's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. So from what I imagine, from what I'm thinking, seemingly it's like all the other kids that the guy abducted, he killed, but somehow they're able to like come back in spirit and help the kid that's alive escape. right? So I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I'll post the picture up of that movie. I'll find it, but yeah, that was freaky. It actually looked really good too. Um, and also recently I've seen they got a new Chucky out on. They got a new Chucky movie or not movie, excuse me. They got a new Chucky show out on SYFY, the SYFY channel. Um, and they had the first episode on YouTube for free. I caught that. It was decent. It was actually decent. I'm not gonna get sci-fi to watch it, but I'll just you know I'll just patiently wait to see how that turns out because the first episode actually was not that bad. I think it was like an hour. It's like 50 minutes. So maybe it was like two shows. I mean two episodes in one. So it was decent though. It was actually decent. They kind of I know they got some of they got one of the composers from the original Child's Play to do it. I think Mancini. I think that's his name, Mancini. But it was decent. It was decent. It was good enough to make me just be like, oh, okay, that's a whole different other angle. That's a whole different other social issue that they're talking about. Like, I was like, okay, what I'm saying? It's good. Got Chucky. As long as the story's good and Chucky's in it, and he's doing what Chucky does, I'm all in. But yeah, I seen Halloween Kills again, just to see if I could spot anything different from the last time, and um, not really. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really spot anything different. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of people. I've been hearing a lot of people say that there was, a lot of critics saying they were trying to put some socialist issues in there, and I get it. I understand it. A lot of people never really, none of the critics, or not. I shouldn't say none of the critics, but none of the movie makers really, touched on mental illness in the other movies. So it makes sense. It's a different angle. Why not? You've been doing these movies for like 40 years. Might as well do something different. But yeah, y'all stay tuned.